I still dress like an elf because I haven't quite gotten over Christmas yet. Anybody here have a problem finding the right gift for their girlfriend, or is it just me? Anybody? Fuck you guys. You did it right? You'd think that after as many Christmases I've been to, I'd get it right. This was my 69th Christmas, by the way. When I first got with my present girlfriend, I said, what would you like for Christmas? And she said something to the effect of, oh, it doesn't matter. Something practical, something, just look around. It's the thought that counts. Yeah, right. Christmas morning, everybody in the neighborhood knew what she got for Christmas. I can hear her voice now. You gave me a fucking chia pet and a goddamn frying pan! That's thoughtful! Apparently, a chia pet is not practical and a frying pan is not thoughtful. That's on my list for future reference. Next year I thought I had it made. We were out shopping. She was shopping for her daughter. Went to a dress shop. She saw a dress. Oh my God, look at it. I love that dress. I said, for Sean? She said, no, not for me. Well, we were shopping. Never mind. I made a mental note. I went back. After looking in her closet, looking at sizes, I went back and I got that dress and wrapped it up. I said, I've got the titties here. She opened the package and she said, what the hell is this? I said, that dress, I know it's the dress, but what size is it? I said, 14, like in your closet. She said, that's my fat closet. That's the one I'll look at and never go back there. I said, Brandon, remember, look at her ass over her shoulder. I said, you asshole. I didn't give up. The next year I got professional help. I went to a store and asked one of those high-paid, very intelligent, well-informed sales girls who were hired temporarily for the 2 weeks before Christmas. And she said, you can't go wrong with this. This is our special today, Godiva chocolate. 18 ounces. Think about that. 2 ounces more than a pound. No woman in the world will think that's not a good gift. And I said, really? How much? $97. Fuck, wrap it up. She was right, sort of. Girlfriend opened and said, oh my God, Godiva, I love that! And she began to eat a piece of it and it took her over a half an hour. And I said, is it bad or hard? She says, no, you must savor Godiva chocolate. And then she went to the bathroom and I realized that Godiva chocolate has a trap built in. When she went to the bathroom, she said, you've never had it? I said, no. And she walked over and she said, well, try a piece. That's the trap. You may not know this or realize it, but I'm going to bring it to your attention that when we get circumcised, in your foreskin, guys, there's a stop button. And when they remove your foreskin, to remove your ability to stop in certain situations. Who the fuck knew it would include eating chocolate? When she came back, I'd eaten the entire box. And so I lost again. This year I bought her a bunch of little gifts. And I said, how do you like your present? She said, fine. Sounded okay on the surface, but I wasn't sure. I went to my room and I got my Chictionary out. Fine. F-I-N-E. Forget intimacy, non-entity. And I said, I've got to get to the bottom of this. What is wrong with all those little presents? And she said, well, they're fine, but I mean, you've been living here a while now, and I think that with all you spend on that, you could buy what we really need, a new fucking frying pan. I give up, and that's my time. God bless. By the way, I must mention she's here tonight.
No.
But I am not in trouble, because it's, in my experience, when I speak, she doesn't fucking listen. So I'm good. Thank you.